So just about set now. And today's starter, Dustin May. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, this guy's got sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity and not as slow as a curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be successful.
The shortstop takes the ball. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they can't get the out.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Nick Martini will hit. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Tovar on at first, nobody out. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that's outside.
2 strikes.
Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Kyle Farmer up to the plate now.
Kyle Farmer.
May fires. Runner on the go. Cut on and lifted in the air. Pajes hauls it in for the out. 2 away now.
Batting fourth, third.
Here's Bud Black's lineup for the Colorado Rockies. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. The Rockies strand 1, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, getting the nod on the mound, Antonio Senzatella.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
And now here's the veteran DH, Chris Taylor. Taylor, a middle infielder by trade, played his college baseball at the University of Virginia. Next pitch is outside. On the ground to third. Sends it to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. All right, Singy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
1 out, bases empty. Line drive, base hit, right field.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Man at first with 1 gone. So now it's Freddie Freeman. And that's outside. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
Batting fourth, catcher Will Smith.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Ground ball up the middle. Tovar. They take the force out. That's the inning. So the Dodgers leave one scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. So in now for Colorado, Michael Toglia.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Pajes on the move. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Batting sixth, center fielder
Mickey Moniak digging in for the Rockies. Second inning here, no score. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes. James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success.
What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
One gone, runner at first. Hunter Goodman digging in for the Rockies. Runner on the go. The 1-1 is fouled off. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
1-2 now. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So 2 down now, and here is Zach Veen. This one in the air. Smith under this one. And that is that. So 1 left for Colorado. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. That one missed. Swing and a high fly ball to left. They got it for out number 2.
Batting 7th, third baseman, Max.
Here comes Max Muncy. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Goodman pulls it down and he makes the catch. That is the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. On to the 3rd inning, and now it's going to be Adael Amador. Little chopper rolls foul. And it remains 2-2. That's out to center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting shortstop Ezekiel Tovar.
So the batting order turns over. And now Ezekiel Tovar. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, left field. Conforto in and to his right. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there.
Now
that front shoulder
right
coming
fielder,
open instead
Nick
of staying
Martinez.
closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And a swing and a miss there. But Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Ground ball left side. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out. You think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
Next for Colorado, Kyle Farmer. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one hit to right. Pajes. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And now Kike Hernandez.
Second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
Chop back up the middle. Tovar tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting ninth, right fielder, Andy Pajes.
Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Next offering is downstairs. And strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That to right. Martini sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, designated hitter, Chris.
Here comes Chris Taylor.
Taylor.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Martini hauls it in to end the inning. On to the fourth, still scoreless. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Ryan McMahon.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
He goes down looking.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff, boring in on his hands.
Here's Michael Tolia. One down, base is empty. Foul ball there. And that's off the inside edge. And the count's even at 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location. But the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Mickey Moniak digging in for the Rockies. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Fourth inning underway, no score. That misses, and a full count now. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the fourth.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here in L.A., ready to go, bottom 4. Mookie Betts will get us started. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Here's Freddie Freeman now.
Very humble guy, and you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boogies. Just trying to stay with the plan. And that plan is hit the ball to left center field. Drive the ball that way. Let it travel.
Yep. Struck him out without a swing. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And that one ripped into right. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Michael Conforto will climb in. Swings and misses. 1-2.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Smith headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single on the board first. It's 1-0.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
2 outs, runner on first. And here comes Tommy Edman.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Swings through it for the K. Gets to it on to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Hunter Goodman. The next offering misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Action in the pen down there. Shohei Ohtani. The veteran right-hander appears to be loosening up. Garcia warming up as well. May comes set. Fouls one off. 2-2. Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Zach Veen. May delivers. That misses, and now 3-1.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And he walked him.
Take your base.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting, second baseman, Ajael Amador.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Dustin May gives way, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching for the
Shohei
Dodgers.
Ohtani on to pitch here.
Number 17.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
So in now for Colorado, Ajael Amador. First offering, runner goes. Pitch in for a strike, and safe. It's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. Throw cut off to third. The tag out.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut him down at third. He probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to tip the cap.
So digging in, Ezekiel Tovar. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Rolled over to third. Muncy slings it across. Third out. So they get 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. All tied 1-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Veen sizes this one up. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman.
Here's Kike Hernandez. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, I'd say he pretty much had to offer at that one. You don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands. Even though it ended up outside the zone, it still was close enough to where it looked like it could drop down right on that corner and get the call. Last thing you want to do is get punched out by the umpire knowing you could have at least fouled the pitch off and kept the at-bat going.
Next to hit, Andy Pajas. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Dodgers down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Top of the 6th inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Nick Martini. That missed by a lot. And the count is 2-2. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Anthony Banda looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Yates also getting ready. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And there's the ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Go ahead run on base. Kyle Farmer digging in for the Rockies. And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Brings it in, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
There's Ryan McMahon now.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a ball popped up. Muncy puts it away for the out. Next is switch hitting first baseman Michael Tolia. Right through there for a strike. Martini off of first with 2 away. Here's a high chopper. And that squirts through. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
First and second, 2 outs. Moniak getting ready to hit. And that one fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. 2 left for Colorado. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And now the DH, Chris Taylor.
Leadoff for the Dodgers. Designated hitter, Chris Taylor.
And now 1 and 2. Stirring in the Colorado bullpen. Jimmy Herget preparing to come on if needed. Vodnik, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Here's Mookie now. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit.
Now batting.
Here comes the
number
manager
5.
out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Antonio Senzatella done for the night, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for Colorado.
So a lefty out of the pen, Scott
Number
Alexander.
52.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. That's down and in. One away, tie game, go-ahead run stands at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Will Smith to the plate.
Catcher, Will Smith.
And foul ball. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. One left for L.A. Still tied 1-1.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Dodgers.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
38.
Kirby Yates.
Kirby Yates.
And now,
Leading
Hunter
off for the
Goodman.
Rockies, catcher, Hunter Goodman.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands
Number 13.
whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Now, Zach Veen. Left field, Conforto on the move to the gap. Drops into the glove, and there's one down.
Up next for Colorado, second baseman, Ajael Amador.
Adael Amador digging in for the Rockies.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Man at second. That's outside, and that's ball 2. Fought off foul. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next for Colorado, Ezequiel Tovar. Man on second, 2 down. Fastball for a strike. Two outs. On the ground right side. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. The throw comes in too late, and now they have runners at the corners.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Martini now at the plate. Check swing called strike. And the count 1-2. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Now pitching for
We're
Colorado.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh.
44.
Jimmy Herget.
Jimmy Herget.
The batter will be
Leading
Michael
off for the
Conforto.
Dodgers, left fielder Michael Conforto.
That one missing inside.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with
center
all of the
fielder,
swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his
Edman.
hand pretty much all game.
Tommy Edman at the plate. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Ripped to first, caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter
Up
if you
next
let
for
it.
the
I mean,
Dodgers,
he couldn't have hit that
third
ball more on the
baseman,
screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to
Max
show for it.
Muncy.
Hang with him. I know the feeling.
And now it's Max Muncy. And that one is downstairs. And it's 2-1. Fouled off. He was late. 2 out, space is empty. Here's a 2-2. And a good eye there.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Anthony Banda.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 43, Anthony Banda.
So now here's the
Leading off for
DH,
Colorado,
Kyle
the
Farmer.
designated hitter, Kyle Farmer.
Fastball is outside. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Tanner Scott getting loose out there. Garcia, a right-hander, loosening up as well. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little
3
bit.
balls, 1 strike.
That's in there. 3-2 now.
Down to 3-2.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Up next for Colorado,
Go-ahead
third
run on
baseman,
base.
Ryan
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody
Now
out.
batting,
Now, just a
first
nice
baseman,
job coming
Michael
through in a
Toby.
pretty high leverage spot right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
So up next, Michael Tolia. And a strike in there.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Mickey Moniak. On the ground, could be two. Feed to second, that's one. Over to first, safe.
Well, that's great hustle out of the box to get down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning. Good job at the finish, reaching out for the bag. Now we got runners on the corners and still an opportunity to pick up some runs.
Hunter Goodman digging in for the Rockies. With the go-ahead run at third, and we're in the top of the eighth. And that one got a piece of him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. So in now for Colorado, Zach Veen.
A little surprised we don't see a pinch hitter here with the lefty-lefty matchup.
That one misses, and a count 2-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
So they're all loaded up. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Popped in the air, left field. Conforto under it, squeezes it, and that's the third out. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. All tied 1-1. On to the bottom of the 8th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Enrique Hernandez.
Enrique Hernandez.
Hard hit left side. In plenty of time to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, right fielder, Andy Pop.
The Dodgers going with a pinch hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
And he's a right-handed bat, but he handles same-side matchups pretty well, so should give him a good at-bat right here.
Swing and a ground ball. Dives, but it's off his glove. No throw, and he reaches safely.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
One down, runner at first. Here comes Chris Taylor. Down the line, and that drops foul.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
That's outside. It's 2-2. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. And that's downstairs and outside.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there.
Now batting, shortstop.
Here's Mookie to hit.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
There's a strike. That one's a little bit low, and it's 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Moniak under it, and that's the inning. So the Dodgers leave one. It's the ninth, and we are tied. Staying in the game on defense, Teoscar Hernandez. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Tanner Scott.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So in now for Colorado, Adael Amador. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
Here's a 1-2. Next offering is outside. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Swing and a chopper out. Change-up.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there. And just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
And now the right fielder, Nick Martini. Edge of the zone, called a strike. And the count 1-2. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Just off the outside part of the plate. Next offering is down low. Two down, nobody on, and that's ball 4.
Nope, ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
So digging in, Kyle Farmer. Next offering is in for a strike.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Swings and misses, struck him out. No runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. All tied 1-1. Brenton Doyle now in the game as he comes in as a new right fielder.
Now pitching for
Victor Vodnik gets handed the rock out of the pen.
38.
He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
For the Dodgers, first baseman, number 5.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
The changeup missing, and it's 3-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tyler Kinley getting ready to come on for Bud Black. a swing and a miss. A huge out to start the bottom of the ninth.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And here is Michael Conforto. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 3. Two down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one.
Now pitching for
Back
the
now,
Dodgers.
we're in extras, and there's a new
Number
arm on the mound,
57.
Luis Garcia.
Luis Garcia.
Ryan McMahon digs in now. Man at second, nobody out. Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers. Gets dirty. Throws from his knees, and they get the out. Big play there to get the leadoff man.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Next for Colorado, Michael Toglia. That's
Ball
off
3.
the mark. 3 balls and a strike.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Ball 4, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
Now batting, center fielder Mickey Moniak.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Here's the center fielder, Mickey Moniak. Line drive. He hauls it in, 2 away.
Made a bid for a nice opposite field double down the line. Beautiful swing, but nothing you can do about the result. Third basemen are just used to handling hot shots like that.
At the plate, Hunter Goodman. And now
2 balls, 1
2-1.
strike.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Comebacker to the mound. Gets it to first. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. Back here at Dodger Stadium. We're in extras here. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tommy Edman. That one lifted to left. Veen in pursuit. Makes the grab. Now there's one away.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman, Max.
Here comes Max Muncy.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
And that one misses up and in. And it's 2-1. One away. The winning run at second. And he grounds one back up the middle. He gets there on a slide. And they get the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Kike Hernandez at the plate. Swings and he breaks his bat. Tolio takes it himself and we're headed to the 11th.
Now pitching for
Alex
the Dodgers,
Vesia will take over here.
number
Bringing in the
51.
lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
So in now for Colorado, Zach Veen.
Look for him to hit behind the runner, perhaps shoot it to the right side.
Swing and a miss. Gonna count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is even 2-2.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
That one misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. 1 out.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Adael Amador. Ball to strike. The pitch. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right side. And Freeman, the Gold Glover, makes the play. He'll do it himself. And 2 away to open the 11th.
Up next for Colorado, shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar.
Now it's the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, go ahead run in scoring position. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Out to short. Betts whips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 1 run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. All tied 1-1. Back
Colorado.
here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Ryan Feltner.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Out towards left center. And it's caught for the out. Chris Taylor now.
Well, first base open.
Now
really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on, have the force at second, first, perhaps getting inning-ending double play.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a foul out of play.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. The winning run on second base. And just misses with that one. Mookie Betts in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, and the winning run at third now with only 1 gone. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical, and you want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
Mookie Betts digging in a huge spot. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Across is the winning run, and the Dodgers walk it off in the 11th.
So exciting to see a team walk it off. Not so much fun if you're on the other side, but what a great way to win. This team is celebrating, and this win is well deserved.
And your final score here today, 2-1. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.